Hello, 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 people. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? This is Fahara Farmer with the Kings of Company, and we are back again with another episode. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the support. And just, man, we about to have fun today. We got the Kings of Company in the house, man. We about to get it in. Dominique Lawson, what's going on, brother?
Man, again, you know me living a dream, man. I'm a little giddy today. I got it's not the book of the day, but I got a new book in the mail at the office, man. This some hot fire right here, man. So, that new book smell, you know what I mean? So, I'm a little giddy today.
That's great. That's great, man. How was your last 2 weeks, man?
Last 2 weeks, man, look. Every 2 weeks you ask this question. Every 2 weeks I get the same thing. It's been busy, bro. Busy. It's been busy. Nah, it's been good. It's been real good. Again, busy meetings. Recording sessions. You know how it goes, stuff like that. It's been good though. It's been good. We've been rewatching some Marvel movies around here. What do we watch? We watch the Captain America, the Winter Soldier, and Civil War. I think that's probably why I got my Captain America shirt.
I feel you on that, man. I been watching the Disney Plus, man, and
yeah.
So what you think about the new Captain America? You know about it yet?
Oh, you talking about Sam? Talking about Falcon? Oh yeah, man. Look, man, I was down ever since Endgame. When we found out he gave him the shield and stuff like that. Kendra said, "You gonna make some people mad? You're gonna put a fist in the middle of the shield."
since we don't necessarily have Black Panther, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So put a fist in the middle of the shield, man. Black Captain America, man. So but nah, it's good though. It's good. It's good.
That's good. That's good, man. Because the thing is, like, I ask this question every 2 weeks because the people, man, I think they be wanting to know what we do in our off time. I was thinking, man, we probably need to do something else, probably like once during the next week, probably individually, because that's one thing I'm learning about our people, the people that really watch us. They be wondering, you know what I'm saying? I be getting it in the inbox. See, like they asking questions. They still got questions and things like that. So what I'm gonna do is I think that we should put together some type of questionnaire type thing. And at the end of the shows, we could ask questions, or we can answer questions that's been delivered to us from other people, and we can go ahead and answer those in particular questions. But we do got a good following that they actually ask the questions during the show.
Right.
So that's awesome in its own. So what you think about that? What you think about that idea?
I think it's a good idea. We're finding, and I've been doing a little rebranding on the startup life and stuff like that. We're finding that a lot of people, a lot of, consumers, clients, whatever you want to call them, they do care about that stuff, that personal side of, you know what I'm saying? So it makes that relatability piece more important. So no, I think that's a good idea. I think we should do that.
Okay, great. And we're not just two pieces of the Kings of Company. We are 75% of the Kings of Company, man. I want to introduce y'all into the one and only Law in the Whip.
I got on the road, man.
What's going on, you guys, man? Hey, my dad gave me a holler. He needed some help, man. So I had to run over here. You gotta still take care of the family. So I had to run and take care of the family real quick. But I'm super excited. I still got that juice on me. Let's
go. So excited. So, Miss Williams, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell on this video. And hopefully we give you some good news today, something that'll keep you going. We got the Law in the house, man. And just a question we ask every week, man. Law, how was your last 2 weeks, man? Away from the show.
Hey, man, it's been amazing. Things are starting to pick up with the TV show.
That's right.
starting to get people that want to sponsor it. I'm super excited. I had to learn how to do overlays and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be on StreamYard even more now. But yeah, I had to learn how to do that. So I learned that from Canva. So it's been pretty cool, man. I'm super excited about the show. But that's what I've been working on nonstop.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man.
It's funny, real quick. We was just talking about like Marvel characters and stuff like that. I just think it's interesting, like how like we all have our own separate like stuff that we have going on. Like when Captain America and Black Panther have their own movies, and then we all come together for Kings of Company like the Avengers. You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of dope. I don't know if anybody else picked up on that, but I surely did.
Hey,
I like it. I like it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta give our own names now. You don't made us. We gotta think of our names now.
Hey, says Miss Williams says she looking forward to the knowledge, man. Oh my gosh, man!
Go to the right place.
Yeah, that kind of stuff right there. Actually, it takes me to the next level. You know what I'm saying? It makes me feel like that we're doing something that's helping us and helping others. Because that's one thing about our followers. A lot of them are knowledgeable in the business game as well, in the entrepreneur game. So, and back to what you were saying, Dominique, you're right about that. About us coming together.
I'm just saying though, like you got IV Digital. This man got a whole TV show. The little stuff I'm doing, you know what I'm saying, don't even compare. So what I'm saying, then we all come together. You know what I'm saying, and then like just start like having like this amazing collaboration, but as a team. And stuff like that, man. It's like the Black Avengers around here.
Hey, I like that. I like that term too. I like the Avengers term, man. Because the thing is, the people don't understand is like what we do is like we meet up on here and we talk every week. We come in with only a title. We don't talk to each other about what we gonna talk about. We don't do any of those things, man. Convince yourself. Greetings and bless you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to the Kings of Company this week. I be talking, but I'll be so excited about our listeners. I don't be wanting them to think that we don't see them. Plus, I like them that Batman, Robin, and the Riddler.
That's a good one too. That's a good one too.
I guess I would be the Riddler.
Who is the Riddler? Like,
that's me. I got some tricks up my sleeve, man. And I stay with a joke, man. So, but yeah, man. Like we come in on this live, and we come in with totally different perspectives because we don't sit down and talk about this. Before we do it, we just come in. We just have a title. And that's what I like, the fact that we don't necessarily have to sit down and have a whole business meeting before we start. That's why I learn so much from you guys, because we come in with different perspectives or different situations and we group them all up into one. So, man,
I want to add something to that real quick. That can actually stifle innovation and also stifle people from doing stuff. Like how many times you came across somebody like, man, I'm gonna get this podcast off the ground. Man, hey, I'm gonna get this business off the ground. Then you gotta have 1,000 meetings before you even do something. You know what I mean? So I think sometimes that's real good, especially depending on who you're working with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm blessed to be working with some great guys, with some great minds, and just is business savvy, and not just business savvy, just some good people in general. And that's kind of what we want to surround ourselves around, is good people, especially when it comes to business, because you don't want nobody not on your side, working with you, man. That could be a really dangerous experience in finances and everything, man. So I've seen that happen so many times. So I'm blessed to be sharing the stage with you guys.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So today we got a show for y'all today. We're going to be talking about something that, matter of fact, before we get into it, is there anything that you both want to say before we dive into it?
Not myself. I'm ready to rock and roll.
I'm ready to
Okay.
go too, because I think if I say something, it's gonna tie into what we talking about.
Well, I got you. I got you. Well, this is very exciting for me, y'all, because this is something that's really serious when it comes to business, when it comes to not just business, life. You know what I'm saying? We got to make sure that we're putting our time and our energy into the best things for us and our business, our families, or whatever we call it. And it's how to invest and reinvest. Like that's extremely important when it comes to different aspects of our lives, not just business, not just your store or your social media, anything like that. In general, Dominique, say a few words on it before we go ahead and start the show.
I mean, look, whether it's your business, it's the stock market or yourself, you have to know when to invest and reinvest, right? That could mean, you see an opportunity. That could mean you see an opportunity in somebody else. That could also mean, from the reinvestment standpoint, that you see something that you invested beforehand and you want to double down on that. You know what I mean? So it could just mean a multitude of things when we talk about those two words. For sure, and honestly, it's not even just from a business mindset. You can invest in your personal development. So it's a lot going on with them two words.
Right, right. I feel the exact same way. What you got on it, Law? What you got on it?
What when I think about investing and reinvesting, to me, it tells me how things are important to you. Because if you don't reinvest or you
Priority.
don't invest in yourself, then you showing that you really don't think what you're doing is super important. You don't you're showing that your thing is just a thing and it's not that thing you want to do. So when you invest and reinvest, and if I see that, or if you reinvest in yourself, or you doing courses, or you going out there and learning new knowledge, or you pouring back into your business to make it grow, then that lets me know that you're solid on the thing that you want to do. Is it super important to you? Is your main thing, and you are convinced that this is your passion, this is your drive, and this that thing you want to do.
Yeah, and I like that. That's why I like when we talk, it's coming from three perspectives, because we said three totally different things, and that's what's going to help us out within our circle. Is what's going to help you out within your family, your circle, and your business as well. So I want to go ahead. I want to kick this show off. I got my pad right here. I'm getting ready to write. I got my iPad too. If I need to type something down on, like, I got everything I need, and I'm so ready. I'm so ready to hear the one and only Dominique Lawson, man. Dominique, let's go.
Woo, the
So,
dog.
so, again, those are two powerful words: invest and reinvest, right? And a lot of times we're talking about from a business standpoint, which is what we're going to kind of focus on, right? So the first thing you want to think about is, like, let's start with the investment part, right? Let's start with the business idea, right? Before you even throw out the first dollar, the first dime, you know what I'm saying? You want to do that background research first, right? You want to understand who that target market is. You want to understand what not only who the target market is, what are they looking for, right? A lot of times we think that, like, oh, it's a great idea, it'll sell itself, and then you put it out there. It's like, hey, why ain't nobody buying my stuff? That's because you didn't go with the acronym WIFM. WIFM stands for what's in it for me, right? So every time your customer comes to you, into your place of business, into your website, or whatever the case may be, they are thinking of WIFM. What's in it for me? And so that's one of those things you need to think about before you even put your dollar down, put your name in lights and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Another thing you also want to think about is how much time you're going to need to invest. A lot of people don't kind of forget that, like, you have two type of currencies in this life. You have money, currency, and you have time, right? And a lot of times people either spend time to so they won't have to spend the money, or spend the money so they won't have to spend the time, right? And so you need to understand that dynamic between those two things before you move forward. I think Marsha just said something. Would you guys say that to invest, reinvest sometimes mean reinvention? Absolutely, yes. Absolutely, yes. You know, and that could be reinvention of rebranding yourself of who you are. That could be rebranding yourself into professional development, right? You know, because when we're talking about a business, right, that business is only goes so far and so long as you drive it to be, right? And so if you need to take the time out to learn a new skill, to learn a new, whatever the case may be, right? YouTube University is sitting right there. YouTube University is sitting right there. Hello, Erica. What's going on? Thank you so much for joining us, right? YouTube University is sitting right there.
Right there.
A lot of people are always asking me all the time, and I don't think I shared this on the Kings of Company, so open your ears up. A lot of people ask me about, like, you know, podcasting and stuff like that. It's like, Dominic, how did you learn how to podcast? And, you know, and we've had some, you know, some great success and stuff like that. It literally started from 35 minutes of being on YouTube. All this podcast success, all this skills that I've had and stuff like that, and the people that we've talked to and the success we've had with the show, it all started from 35 minutes on YouTube, right? You know, and so to get the sponsorships that we've had and stuff like that has been amazing. But I decided to invest the time, right? Invest the time, or that reinvention that Marsha was talking about, which is a great word, by the way, that reinvention, investing that time in order to create a new skill that's not only marketable in the marketplace, but also beneficial to me and my family and stuff like that. So again, you can invest that money, invest that time, right? So let's say you're ready to start the business or whatever the case may be. Now you need to invest in the proper assets in order to do that. You can learn to confess yourself. You can learn to perform surgery from watching YouTube. That is true. That is true. Now I don't know if anybody gonna come in like what you elaborate on, but that is technically true.
No insurance, you know.
Exactly right. I don't think nobody gonna insure them hands and come to like, yeah, I went to YouTube University. I got all honors. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, but I get what you're saying though, for sure. But, LOL, I got you. But seriously though, right? It's like now you're ready to invest in the business, right? This is where we need to invest in your assets. Now, this part is important, right? When we're talking about that startup capital, that startup funding, what to do with it, right? It's very important to make sure the actions justify the expenditure. What I mean is like a lot of people, unfortunately, when they start up a company, it's like, oh, I got to get a building. Oh, I gotta have my name in lights. Oh, I gotta have the top tier equipment. Oh, I gotta have the all the best furniture in my office space. Like, no, the actions need to justify the expenditures. What I mean is like if you're ready to, if you need just to have that startup range, that startup stove to start the restaurant. Let's do that, right? If we need to get it slightly used, that's okay too, as long as it works. And of course, with restaurants, it's up to code and stuff like that, of course. But you don't need to get the big 12i stove 5,000 just to start a company. You know what I mean? Because that's honestly where a lot of startups fail. That's honestly where a lot of startups fail, because they feel like I got to have all the bells and whistles to start. That is not true. The best entrepreneurs, I mean, we're talking from New York, we're talking Silicon Valley, we're talking all the best ones will tell you, start with what you got. And then slowly from there, acquire what you can, right? If it's slightly used, if it's gently used, that's fine too, right? It just needs to be presentable. Now, once you start generating revenue, that's where the action justifies the expense, right? Or the expenditure that we talked about, right? Now you can invest in the 12i 5,000. Now you can get the better computer or whatever the case may be. But, you know, don't work backwards, right? Don't work backwards. So when you're talking about investing in the assets and that time, that's super important. Now, let's say you develop the product, you invest in a product and it's doing well, right? But now you need some more consumable assets to make that product, right? Marshall Williams. So if I'm understanding correctly, you're saying to research to make sure you have a solid foundation. Absolutely. That's absolutely what I'm saying. Look, and this is not just, regular old Dominic Lawson from Memphis, Tennessee, with his little rinky-dink podcast saying this stuff. We're talking about Harvard Business School professors who are teaching the next, MBAs, leaders of Fortune 500 companies. They're all saying the same thing, right? But that's absolutely what I'm saying, Marshall Williams, for sure. But let's say, the product is doing well and stuff like that. Now you need to buy more consumables, right? Or you may want to double production. That is where you reinvest in the company, right? You reinvest in the company, right? Sure enough, you could take those profits and go to the Bahamas or go to Vegas. You could do that, right? And that's fine. If you choose to do that, that's fine. But this could be a time to reinvest those profits back into the company, right? So that way you can hire more staff, you can have more you can upgrade the website, right? You can you can add new products, right? Again, you could go to Vegas with those profits. You could go to the Bahamas with those profits. But don't be upset if your competition gets past you because you decide to take those profits to Vegas, to the Bahamas. You know what I mean? Because far too often people get pushed off to the side because they do stuff like that, right? Or they rest on those laurels. So again, to recap really quickly, first, invest the time in doing the research, build that solid foundation. Absolutely, Erica. Absolutely. Build that solid foundation. Know what the target audience wants. Remember the acronym WIFM. Your target audience, your customer base, your client base are going to ask WIFM, what's in it for me? And then from there, you invest in the company, make sure the company grows, and then after that, you want to reinvest if you decide to do so. That way, you can double profits, double capacity, become even a bigger employer. Because, again, one of the biggest responsibilities as an entrepreneur is one as of an employer, right? You have no idea how important you are to the economy when building your company and having, and creating jobs and stuff like that. So just remember those two things when we talk about within a company standpoint: to invest, do that work, spend the time, spend the money, and then reinvest when it comes to when you building those profits and moving forward.
Man, really, Dominique?
All right, my bad.
That's what we doing today.
I'm trying to help the people. I'm trying to help the people, man. The people say they need help. I know a little something. I just want to share.
I have a mic. Hold on, let me find a mic real quick so I can drop one. I know I got one somewhere. Hold on, I'm gonna find it.
I got some AirPods. I'm gonna drop them. Nah, I ain't gonna drop them. But man, there it go, man. Hey, Dominique. Listen, Dominique, man, you just sowed so many seeds just then, man. Gosh, man.
Look, man, the thing is this, right? Like starting a company, believe it or not, like the technical aspect of it is not hard. It really is not hard. It's the mental fortitude to keep going. It's the mental fortitude to stay disciplined, right? And part of that staying disciplined is taking the profits and reinvesting in the company and not going to Vegas, right? And let me be clear about that. Like, look, I'm not saying don't ever go to Vegas, right? I'm not saying that. Like, there's a part of it to have some fun because what good is all the work if you ain't having no fun, right?
Right.
However, there's a time and a place to do it. You know what I mean? But I just want to help people. I want to help people. I think a lot of people have great ideas for startups and companies and stuff like that. Because honestly, the ideas ain't the problem that businesses fail. It ain't the ideas. It's the execution of the ideas.
Yeah. Right. You're 100% right. Law, on what you caught Dominique, what Dominique said, man, what's your input on his message?
So what I caught, and as I was transitioning and everything, I totally agree with him. A lot of times we try to eat our fruit in our basket and not knowing that,
you know, you got to take what's in the basket and reinvest it. You know what I'm saying? An apple give you more seeds for a reason, you know, so you can reinvest the seeds back in the ground. So do that until you become into your surplus, and then go handle your business night, and then go have your fun. Like with me, I had to keep reinvesting, keep reinvesting, keep reinvesting. And it took me years to actually get to a place where I say, oh, I can go have fun, or I can choose to go do this. But I had to reinvest in myself. And sometimes you can be an entrepreneur and you're in a place where you don't have the money to purchase a social media marketer, or a person to do your flyers, or a person to do your videos like this. And you have to do all this stuff yourself. So you're going to have to pay for the classes and pay for what it is that you need, so that you know, that you understand that when you investing or reinvesting in yourself, it's not for today. Like the harvest does not come today. The seed planting may happen today, but the harvest don't happen today. The harvest happen tomorrow. So I'm gonna quit on that because I get excited, man.
Oh man, I don't even know if I should talk now. Too much fire coming, too much fire, and I want to make sure. But oh, go ahead, Dominique. Go ahead.
No, he's right though. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Ain't, like you ain't building, you ain't growing the tree for right now, man. You grow the tree, right? Take a few of them fruits, let them seeds fall, make them grow trees, let those seeds fall, they grow more trees, and then them seeds fall. So it's like, nah, that's what Lawrence is talking about. Like it really is, but it takes that discipline though, because that tree look good and ripe, and it's got the little the condensation on it is dripping. It's like it look all dewy, man. You want to bite that apple, man. You want to bite that fruit. Sometimes you got to reinvest them seeds, man. You got to.
Yes, sir. You're 100% right about that. And I want to say something before we move on. If you hadn't already, make sure you subscribe to the Kings of Company on YouTube today. I'm telling y'all, what we got coming is it's going to be so amazing, and you're going to want to already be in tune. You're already going to want to be in the circle. You want to go and hit the notification bell, so when we hit the tone, you will automatically get the notification to your phone or your computer that we are going live. Make sure you do that. And if we say anything that helps you in any kind of way, and we thank you for everybody that's been sewing in to the Kings of Company, that's helping us to get a lot of stuff done, y'all. Like I'm telling you, it's big things that's going to happen for you all in the future based off of things like this. So if we saying something that touched your heart, saying something that got to you and made a tear drop out your eye just a little bit, this is a place that you can donate, and we can make a better situation, and we can help out a whole lot more than what we do now. Okay? So Dominique, man, that was crazy awesome, man. I hope that y'all really got it together and wrote it down. You can go back and study it, or you can always follow up when the live is over on YouTube and go back and watch it again if you started a little late. And we don't want to be before you long, like at the church house when you're at 9 o'clock, but you still get out at 3, you know. Then you got 3 o'clock service. So yeah, we're gonna keep it going, and I'm gonna come to you on a kind of different level, you know, as far as investing. And I want to make sure I put it back up there, what we're talking about. There you go. Now, when I think of investing and reinvesting, the first thing what people think about, they think about money. They thinking about actual dollars, cents, paper, digital funds. That's why you see the flyer, you see the digital funds, you see like the stock market and things like that. And I put it there for a reason, because I know Dominique, no knowledge about it. I know if we ever have to go into that stock thing, all 3 of us got some knowledge on it. We can help you a little bit. But when I think about reinvesting, I think about self. When I think about investing, I think about self. So where I'm coming from is when you're investing in yourself, that means that you are pouring knowledge, you're pouring ideas, you are doing something new every day. Like I tell my kids, if you wake up today and you go to sleep and you have learned nothing, it was a lot of time wasted. You haven't invested in yourself today. You may have made some money today. You may have took care of that bill or things like that. But the knowledge is what comes. The money is going to come and go. The knowledge is what stays.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're investing, we it's entrepreneurs for sure. That's why I started off saying, entrepreneurs and family and just life in general. Investing is not just money. It's the frame of mind. It's your body, taking care of your body, investing into putting the proper things in your body and exercising and things like that. It's like, how can we be so successful if you run a business and we're not happy? You know what I'm saying? We're not happy with self. You're trying to run a business, a foundation, you better invest. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You're right about that. And the thing is like when you're running a business, a lot of times at the beginning, you're doing all the work. You're doing all the work. You're doing all the footwork. You have on your little Apple Watch or whatever, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, I did 4 miles today, just working, moving back and forth, just on." That's real life. So imagine if you wasn't taking care of yourself and investing in yourself, that job will be much harder because we got to worry about the I guess our weight or our breathing or things like that. And the thing is like I don't want to really get into that, but that's a part of what I'm talking about. And when you're investing in yourself, that means that you're appreciating everything that goes on with you. You're showing honor to it. So and I tell my son all the time, even in some good, some big or some small, do your best at it. Because when you go back and look at it, you're gonna be like, man, I killed those dishes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I am about everything. I'll be like, even when I print this shirt, I was like, I had the vision, and then I did. And I'm like, oh man, somebody probably buy that. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm confident in myself because I know I put 110 or however you want to say it into what I'm doing, and that's where I want to come off from. Yourself should be your first investment. And then when you start working on yourself and you got an idea, you're like, I'm confident enough to run on and get my business license, or run on and say, I'm going to do this thing now. I'm going to cook that food, and I'm going to start a Facebook page and say, I'm gonna cook food every day and I'm gonna deliver it to your job. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be something in the mind to say, I think I can do that. But imagine if you capitalize on it in your mind, and you say, I just can't do that. I think I could be the best at it. You know what I'm saying? I think I could be a millionaire off of selling these fish plates. You know what I'm saying? Like that's investing in yourself. That's like a lot of people call it cocky. And what I do, because a lot of times I say I'm a genius. Like I say, like Kanye West let me know that I'm a genius. Because when creator gives you a gift and you maintain your gift and you learn and you focus on it and you study it, you're the best at it. Even if a lot of other people are doing it, can't nobody do it like you because it's yours. And you got to know that, and you got to understand that. So investing in yourself is the most important thing before you start the business, before you make the money, your first dollar, before you get the website and buy all the equipment. Invest in yourself mentally, physically, and financially, and it all will come to pass. Now, reinvesting. That's what we're doing. That's what the Kings of Company is doing. Based off the knowledge that we obtain, we are reinvesting it into some people that may not have the knowledge, or people that do know the knowledge, and just need a just hadn't heard it in a long time. You know how you know something and you like, hey, how you do that right there, and somebody say, you be like, man, I knew that. You know what I'm saying? That's one reason why the Kings of Company is here. So by me saying that is all the knowledge that you gain as far as your health, as far as your wealth, as far as your finances, as far as your knowledge, reinvest it into somebody else. Reinvest it into somebody that actually need it. And that's one thing about business is they call it the crab in a bucket mentality. That means that it's people that's doing it, but they're gonna tell you how to do it so far. No, they're gonna tell you how to do it. So far, invest your time, young man. Yes, ma'am. You're right about that, Miss Dockery. That's very important. That's very true as well. But we have those people that come in and they teach you, and then they say, "Well, to get the rest of it, you got to do this." You know, to get the rest of it, you got to do this right here. And the thing is, a lot of entrepreneurs that's made it to their next level, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them, they want to keep those secrets to themselves and among their circles, and you won't know it until you get into their circles. And we letting you know this right now. You are in our circle. All of you all are in the Kings of Company circle. And if we can help you or anybody else, you can invite them to this circle as well, because we're not holding back knowledge and things that we learn and that we're yet learning. Because Dominique said something today that I had to put in my phone because I had never heard it before. Now I learned something new today just from doing the same thing that our listeners doing. Mm-hmm. So when you get to the point where you got the knowledge and you know it work, and that's one thing that I try not to do is try to send anybody to do anything in something that I hadn't done before. You know, I make sure I do it and I mess up a million times before I tell somebody else to do it. But the thing is, when you have that situation and you've learned it, reinvest it into someone else. Someone else that want to be an entrepreneur. Your kids might want to start a YouTube online gaming, you know, whatever. If you got the knowledge, don't just keep it to yourself. Now we know we got some people, you know, you just know it's gonna go out of the other ear, you know. But it's like I did my job though, so it's like so you can never say I didn't say it, even if I don't ever say it again. So my thing is self. Investing into yourself with knowledge, mentally, physically, financially, and reinvesting it into others, mentally, physically, and financially. So I thank y'all for the time. I want to go to the law, and I want to ask the law. What you got, man?
Are you saying go into my segment or
no,
come back to
no.
Okay.
Because I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet.
It was something I was trying to research, and when I was looking down, I was listening to you.
Yeah, we got to.
You have to reinvest. You have to reinvest back in yourself, man, and that's where growth happens. And so, tap into you, get back into you, and let that growth happen. And I'm gonna quit right there because I did find out what I was looking for. So I'm almost ready.
I got you. That's so true. Dreams defended. Yeah, so many times. Hey, I feel you, Miss Williams. That's hey. You right on it. You can tell we got an entrepreneur in Miss Williams right now. There's somebody that knows about it, that's been through it, that experienced it. So Dominique, what you got on that, man? What you got on that message?
There's a lot there, right? Like you talk about that confidence piece. I'm reminded of T.I. talking about like, hey man, you dope. And he was like, I already know. You know what I mean? You know, you gotta have that confidence, you know what I mean? But also when you talk about the reinvesting part, I'm gonna quote another rapper here, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Cause like one of the things that Jay-Z really prides himself on is not necessarily the billions that he makes, but making other people millionaires. Like he prides himself on that. You know what I mean? And so it's like when you talk about entrepreneurs that keep stuff to themselves, I don't know them people. I don't know nobody like that, which means them folks ain't in my circle. You get the hell on with that energy. You know what I mean? Because I don't need none of that. You know what I'm saying? You know, that whole Showtime and Apollo and you can go on. Goodbye. Right. My point is like when we do these sessions every 2 weeks, right? You know, and this is to reaffirm and to double down on what Fahara was saying. It really is to reinvest in you. You have no idea how great it is to be like, hey, I had something to do with that. I had something to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Because it speaks to legacy, right? If I'm able to say, not necessarily I beat that person, right? But like I had something to do with that, that means so much more to me. Now, the petty competitive side of me don't mind like competing or whatever, right? But when it comes to this show and the Kings of Company and what we're doing, That's why we do this. We're doing it to reinvest, man. Like, because the thing is, we believe that everybody has an idea that can be profitable and totally change the trajectory of your life and your family's life. You know what I mean? And so if we can ever be a catalyst for that, that's an amazing feeling for us. It really is.
Yeah, and I'm 100% on that. And when we say, like, when he talking about T.I. and I say Kanye West say you're a genius, the thing is, I had to, like, I grew up with I grew up thinking different and learning different. So the way I got people to understand how I talk and how I think is to study words. I grew up dyslexia. So I have to study words to understand, things when people say stuff to me, things today was great for you guys. Thank you. Hey, Miss Jenny, we love you. We appreciate you for tuning in.
Hey, Jenny, send me your address so I can send you that book. I owe you a book.
I sent it to you.
You did? I ain't
Yeah.
seen it. My bad.
Okay, I sent it.
Okay, that's on me then. That's on me then. I'm gonna get you your book, Jenny. My bad. 1-800, my bad. I'm gonna get that book out to you. Because I sure missed it.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna send it to you again. I'm gonna make sure you get it.
Okay.
All right. But what I'm saying, we're gonna go and get on to the law, is I had to understand words. So it's certain words that we use all the time, and one we use all the time is humble. And I had to understand humble. And because I heard so many people using it, and I didn't. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, but I had to understand what it was because I see people using it in different areas. So I studied it out, and the layman terms I came up with is humble is something that you do when you're depreciating yourself for somebody else. That's the layman term of it. Not saying that you're depreciating as a person. That means that if you got a nice car, you're not just for to take it in the hood and make everybody else feel bad all the time when you ride by, and they're like, dang, that man got a Bentley. It's not like that. But it could be in situations like that where we don't put 100% into ourselves because we thinking about somebody else and what they think about what we doing, or they probably can't do it. So we're depreciating ourselves. We're being humble and depreciating ourselves and not following through the things that we have in our mind, the business we have in our mind, the ideas, because we're like, they not gonna get it. They not gonna understand it. So I'm not gonna do it. You missed $1 million. And the thing is, and I had to learn what cocky is. So cocky is basically splurging in front of everybody and saying, yo, I got this, you ain't got it, blah, blah. It's different from believing in yourself and being cocky. You see, like I can say I'm a genius because I manifest in my gift. I study my gift and I study it every day. I get knowledge from brothers like this. I get knowledge from the people in the comments that's teaching me as well. It's like, so I can say that I'm a genius at that because it was meant for me. My gift was meant for me. It wasn't meant for nobody else. Dominique can do the same thing. The law can do the same thing. And guess what? We all do it different because we're going to do it in our own way. And we're going to be geniuses in our own mind. If you didn't think that you were the best person around you, if you didn't think that you was a good person, you was an amazing person, how you going to get somebody else to believe it? If you don't think your business is number one and you can do the best and you this and that, how you gonna think somebody else gonna think your business number one? You gotta start. It starts right here. It starts in investing in yourself. So that's where I'm at, man. I appreciate y'all. And I got to say this again. If you hadn't already, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell on the side for all notification. And if we said something today that touched your heart, make sure you donate to the Kings of Company because we got some great stuff that we're doing in the future.
Don't bless that cash app. Bless that cash app now.
Sprinkle a little something on it. But because we're building. Right. This is just not a show that we're doing for y'all every Tuesday. This is something that we're building. So if you want to be a part of this, invest in us, and we won't forget. Don't get it twisted. We got everybody's name and everybody's situation that Facebook and everything that is investing in us in the past. So don't forget that, okay? And I want to go ahead and get back to it, man. We got something crazy about to happen. Dominique, are you ready?
I know I'm ready.
Okay, I'm ready, man. I got it. I got it. Man, come on, Law, man. Give it to us, man.
Take us
Lead us
home,
out.
baby. Take us home.
Hey man, hey, I'm almost to the point of saying, you know what? We already done that. You know what I'm saying? But to come on the heels of what you guys say is incredible. Like it really ties into what I'm saying. So what I was looking for, like we gonna go to church a little bit. In Proverbs is a great book. It say, he who cultivates his land will have plenty of bread, right? I'm not going to read the rest of it, but I'm just going to read that first part. It's Proverbs 28:19. What is it saying is this, is that how you reinvest in yourself and how you invest in yourself, you will have plenty of bread. And that bread could be the sustainment of what it is that you need. That sustainment that you need for your business, the sustainment you need for a relationship, that sustainment you need for yourself. But you gotta cultivate. You gotta get in the trenches. You gotta get into tilling the ground. You got to get into tapping into, and then you may have to need some kind of different fertilizer, or you may need something to actually help your seed grow. And that's what the reinvestment and the investment is you actually using things that can help your seed to grow, right? Everybody know I love talking about agriculture. I get all my topics about that. Even when I was doing the King, when we was at doing the Go Be Great, I use this analogy about the roots. Your roots are not going to be solid, and your roots are not going to be strong enough if you don't have the right nutrients in the ground. And the right nutrients in the ground is reinvesting or investing in yourself when it comes from books, YouTube, opportunities like this with us. You know what I'm saying? If you're not really going after that, then it's cool. But let me tell you this. The danger is that if you grab the wrong thing, and if you grab the wrong thing to reinvest, it's going to take a longer road to get what you got to do. You're going to have to redo it, dig it up, and start all over again. So the thing of it is, I want you to do is to go out there and find what are the things that you need to reinvest with. Don't start looking for the bells and whistles and start running for that. A lot of times, if you start looking for the bells and whistles and those who can tell you numbers and they got all the shining lights, they may not be the right ones. The ones who don't have all the shining lights are the ones who got substance. I put it this way. I heard a guy tell me he's a multimillionaire. He said multimillionaires and billionaires don't talk loud. Those who broke do, because they trying to get the attention. They trying to get the attention, trying to show out. Now, the people who have the right nutrients for your seed that you got in the ground, the people that are the atmospheres or the books that you need are going to speak in silence. And what that means is that those things that people are not paying attention to have depth. And so when you come into the Kings of Company, you are getting something that cause you to go deeper. Who cares about what's up top? The up top's supposed to happen. But if the root ain't good enough, a storm is going to happen. Something going to show up. They're going to punch you in your mouth, and you're going to want to quit, and you don't have enough stamina, and you don't have enough strength to stay there. So reinvest in yourself. Let me calm down. Reinvest in yourself.
Give it to him, man.
Find the right tools. Find the right tools to reinvest in yourself. Find the right tools to invest in yourself, and make sure it's making you to go deeper than sprouting up. Listen, I've been going deep for 5 or 6 years, I think now. Yeah, for 6 years I've been going deep, and now I'm just now seeing the sprout of my tree coming out the ground. But for a while, I was just doing roots and going and deeper. Now, when this flow start coming and the influx start happening, and this stuff that we call overtake us start to show up, I'm now strong enough, and I have the girth and the strength to take what's coming. So that's me. I'm gonna grab my mic and I'm gonna drop there and I'm out.
Hey, Law. Hey, you always giving it to us, right, man? And what's crazy is when you hit those spurts, when you feel like you about to get there, I want you to go there. Like I'm telling you, I want you to go there. I don't want you to be humble at all. I want you to go there, because it's so much knowledge in those words, man. Like,
Right.
and a lot of stuff you said wasn't even about business. It was just about life.
Right.
It was just about personality. And the thing is that's what we missing. Is like a lot of people say keep business personal away from each other. No, this like somebody fire you and they say, "Oh, it's just business." No, it's personal too because now I can't feed my family. Like it's personal as well. So you just can't tell me that. It's like I understand that I didn't work up to the qualification of your needs, but you can't just tell me that it's just business. So I'm glad that you gave it to us and you let us know in your way, because you're a genius is what you do. You know what I'm saying? Dominique is a genius in what he does. And the people in it, if you study and you get that knowledge, it's like you are geniuses in your field. I'm so glad that you came off with that message, man. Dominique, what you got on it?
I mean, there's nothing else to add to that. I mean, the thing is that like, when Lawrence speaks, people listen. That's why he goes last. That's why he went last at the Go Be Great conference, right?
I'll bring him back.
You get the Brainiac stuff out of the way first, and then you just let him come in and blaze a trail behind that. But no, he's absolutely right though. Like you gotta invest in yourself. Like you just absolutely have to, because again, if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of the business. So it's like you might as well go ahead and take care of yourself. So nah, man, that's powerful stuff. Remember, I gotta share the book of the day, by the way. Don't forget about it.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to it, man. I got so drawn in, and I know that time is about to come. So let's get to it. This Dominique Lawson with the book of the day. Let's go.
So we're talking about investing and stuff like that. Creating a new mindset and stuff like that. So for today, we have create the future. We got create the future today. So we're talking about investing and reinvesting and stuff like that. But the thing is, there's a secret thing about this book. When you flip it over to the other side, it's a whole nother book, right?
Wow.
So it's the Innovation Handbook. So this is one of my good friends, Jeremy Ghosh. He wrote this book. He wrote both of these books, by the way. So if you're into investing in your business and in your company and reinvesting yourself, remember, it's create the future. And then when you flip it, it's the Innovation Handbook. It's all about product development and stuff like that. So that's what I wanted to share. That's the book of the week.
Yes. And I know you got to go. And I'm sorry I got so into it, man, but I'm having so much fun today, man. And our listeners, man, they are so awesome, man. We really appreciate y'all tuning in and being a part of the Kings of Company on today, man. And I'm telling you, man, I'm out there. And if you hadn't already, go and check out the Startup Life. Go and check out that. Make sure you do that. And
the dopest podcast on the block.
The hippest, the hypest, the best. They geniuses over there. You know what I'm saying?
We try to do a little stuff. Hey, Lawrence, let's check out the new book I got today.
Man.
Wow.
I'm actually talking to Tom tomorrow on the show, right? Now, his book don't come out till next Tuesday. So we got the book in advance. We're talking to Tom tomorrow. So this probably be the book next week. So we'll see.
I got you. And if you had, man, Clubhouse, I be sitting in on Kendall Lawson's Clubhouse.
It's fine. She probably don't feel married today. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good.
We went to school together, so we still going on. That's on me right there, brother. That's on me.
It's a joke we have. It's all good.
But man, Kendall Lawson podcast. I'm telling y'all, if y'all hadn't, please go and check her out. And I'm telling you, check her out on Clubhouse, and do the same with my brother down on the screen right now, brother Law. Law be going in on Clubhouse, you know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all go and support. This is not even extra money. This is just a little of your time. Just like here, just a little of your time to go in and listen and find out something new that you probably didn't know before. You know what I'm saying? When you got up, just find something new and so you can go to sleep with something you didn't have what you woke up to, man. So I don't want to keep y'all any more longer than we is. I wish I could stay on this live all day with y'all. So Dominique, man, before we go, man, is there anything else you want to say before we go?
Remember, when you're investing in your company, make sure to invest the time, do the research, build that foundation. And also, when you think about that target audience, think of with them. That's what your customer is thinking about. With them. What's in it for me? right? And make sure when you invest in those assets for your company to be that startup, make sure that the actions justify the expenses, not the expenses justify the action, right? Because once you start purchasing that stuff, you're already running from behind. You already running from behind. We want to flip that paradigm. Make sure the actions justify the expenses. And then once you realize that the product is doing well, reinvest. Leave the nice fruit on the tree. Reinvest it. You know, we'll eat that fruit later. That's all I got.
Yeah, because I promise these donations that we are reinvesting. That is for sure. Law, what you got, man, before we go?
Nothing. Nothing. Just nothing. Like I'm nothing. I'm done. I'm nothing.
Just say one thing. Just say one thing before we go. One thing that you can leave out the people with today.
Listen to everything that we said, and if you forget, go hit the replay and listen again. Grab your notepad and listen more. Dissect it, take bites, listen again. That's all I got.
Reinvest in yourself, because I'm telling you, it's a few things that both y'all said that I'm gonna have to go back and do the replay on. And like I got it when I heard. Yeah, when I got it, when y'all said it, I got it. But once we get on, then Law said something, and I was like, God dog. Then Miss Williams said something, and I was like, God dog. I kind of. But we invest in each other, and we thank y'all so much. For me, man, believe in yourself. Like it's a YouTuber named Mr. Organic. He say, believe in yourself like you believe in God. You know what I'm saying? Believe in yourself like you believe in a higher power. You see what I'm saying? Not saying that you're higher than a higher power, but as much as you believe in God, believe in yourself and put that energy into your spirit, into your system, into your energy, into your surroundings, into your circle, the people around you. Because if the people around you are not like you and you feel like you're giving all the time, you might need to find some new friends. Because you're giving all the time and you can't learn nothing from anybody. Let's go, Kings of Company. We killed this, man. Hey, we killed this, man. I'm sorry, man. We murdered it today, man. But I want y'all to stay great. I want y'all to be great, stay great, go be great. This is how we met. Go be great. This is how we formed. And, man, and like I said, before we go again, I'm going to say this and I'm gone. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Subscribe right now. Hit that button.
Hit that bell.
Hit that button right now and invest in yourself and invest in us as well. As far as just viewing and checking us out. And if we say anything that helped you, anything that made you feel good, anything that helped your business, you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to do that tomorrow. Anything. Make sure you invest. You know what I'm saying? We got some great stuff coming. It's going to be crazy. It's not just what I showed you last week. It's going to be crazy, stupid. And I just want y'all to, I'm just glad that y'all came through. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Shouts out to Jenny. We appreciate everybody for coming in. And like I said, when we do these shows, make sure you all ask questions because there's somebody in the room that may be too scared to ask a question. And you all might have that question and they were like, yo, I just got it. And it'll encourage them to ask questions on the next go around. So, man, I really appreciate y'all. And let me put this up right here. Bam. There you go. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And thank you to Dominique. Thank you to the Law for coming in. And yo, people, we are the Kings of Company and we demand greatness. Y'all be great.